This video will go over how to achieve the best quality location data in FUDSChem. We'll discuss the tools and reports available to help you review location data, recommend fields to review, and how to address inconsistencies. For information on how to enter and review location data, please refer to our Location Tutorials playlist, linked in the description. To start, let's go to Reports, Location Migration. Fill out the drop-downs and click View Report. This report shows all of the locations that are associated with chemistry data for the selected events. It includes the location definition information, followed by some well completion information and well screen intervals. Values are defined in the footer. First, review the site column to see which sites are assigned to each location. Locations must have approved location site XREF (SLX) data in order to display properly in most reports. Any locations that are missing this data will say No Approved SLX Found. If any locations are missing sites, then we should make a note to submit location site XREF data for them. We go over this process in our Location Site XREF Entry tutorial video, linked in the description. Next, check the report for any placeholders or suspect data. Several key fields will automatically highlight if they contain placeholders or suspect data. These are identified in the footer. The other fields do not highlight but should be reviewed for placeholders as well, including NA or unknown. If we find placeholders or suspect data, then we would check our hard copy documentation to confirm the correct values. In this example, we have a location with an elevation of 0. This might be reasonable for some properties near sea level, though in most cases this is a placeholder value that should be revised once final data becomes available. If we find any inaccuracies, then we should make a note to submit a location definition update file. This can update the data and explain any placeholders that cannot be resolved, as may be the case for historical locations. We cover this process in our Updating Location Information tutorial video, linked in the description. Note that the fields in the Location Migration Report, starting with the location ID and ending at the location status, mirror the order of the fields needed for an LDI update. This makes it straightforward to copy the data from this report into an LDI update file. For more information about this report, please refer to our location migration video, linked in the description. Let's move on to an alternative way to review location data. Go to Reports, Location Definition Information. Fill out the drop-downs and click View Report. This report displays all location definition information for the selected project. Unlike the migration report, it does not require any chemistry data to be associated with locations for them to be displayed. This report can be especially helpful for reviewing locations that do not have chemistry data associated with them. This may include new sampling locations or locations that were planned but never installed. Consider checking the status column for entries such as planned or in progress and determining their accuracy. For example, if we have a well with a status of planned that was never actually installed, then we could make a note to update the status to Never Established. We could also review the other fields and determine if they require updates. If so, we can submit a location definition update file. For more information, please refer to our Updating Location Information tutorial video, linked in the description. For more information about this report, please refer to our Location Definition Review tutorial video, linked in the description. Lastly, Let's see how the locations plot on a map by going to Maps, Export to Google Earth. Choose the project, and click Export Data. Open the file in Google Earth. Google Earth is a free download available to everyone. When locations are entered into FUDSChem, their coordinates can be used to map them in Google Earth. We can review the locations in Google Earth to confirm that the data was entered correctly. We go over the Google Earth tools in detail in our Google Earth Tutorials playlist, linked in the description. In the Places bar on the left, we can check the desired layers to show various location types, which are displayed with different icons. For example, monitoring wells are blue and white circles. FUDSChem also supports decision units, so for ISM sampling, you can mark the entire area on the map with a shapefile to represent your location. When a decision unit is missing a shapefile, it will show up as an X. When we see something like this, we know that a shapefile needs to be added. Reach out to your Synectics point of contact to get help adding a shapefile. Additionally, we can visually inspect the locations to make sure they are in the right place. Clearly, this location being in the middle of the ocean is incorrect. Someone familiar with this site might also identify more subtle issues. For example, maybe we remember having to drill into the parking lot asphalt to create this well, but on the map we can see it's plotting on the dirt instead of the asphalt. Little inconsistencies like this can be caused by typos, placeholders, or estimated data. Big inconsistencies, like the well in the ocean, can be caused by placeholders or incorrect entries, such as using the wrong state plane zone. You can click the location to open a balloon displaying some of the key fields from the location definition information file. Once the reason for the inconsistency is identified, the data can be updated using a location definition update. For more information, please refer to our Updating Location Information tutorial video, linked in the description. In conclusion, reviewing your location data using these reports and tools will help ensure that it is the best possible quality. They can help you identify locations that currently contain suspect data or are missing other information, making it easier to determine which data needs to be updated. Don't forget to subscribe to the FUDSChem YouTube channel for more tutorial videos. All of the tutorials and playlists mentioned during this video are linked in the description below. Lastly, if you have questions or comments, feel free to contact us at fuds.support@synectics.net. Thank you.